Hello and welcome to this video on 5 ways to sing in tune. Have you ever thought you were tone deaf? Or lip sync the words in front of your friends because you were too scared that you weren't quite singing in tune? Singing in tune is a skill, and just like any other skill, it can be learned. So let's get right to it. Okay, the first thing is make sure your mind is on your side. If you believe you're tone deaf, it's going to filter through to your singing voice because you don't believe you can sing. So why will you be able to sing, right? So I want you to right now go to tonedeaftest.com and take the test. Find out once and for all. Take away all this doubt and worry and assumption and find out, because only 5% of our population actually is tone deaf. So I want you to take the test and find out for sure if you're actually tone deaf or not. And if you are not, then there are certain exercises you can do to build up this skill and help you sing in tune. Okay, so take the test now and comment below what you got. I'm really curious. And a lot of people who did this were surprised that they got like 80%, 90%. Even if you get 70%, 60%, it still means you are not tone deaf and you can improve your hearing, your listening, and your singing. So all the best with that. Okay, point number 2. So now you know you're not tone deaf. But when you hear a note, that's not the sound that comes out of your mouth. You hear ah, but then you end up singing ah. How do you match pitch? How do you sing exactly what you hear? Well, that is the ear-voice connection. That's what it's all about. We just got to strengthen this connection. The more you strengthen it, the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. Now, just singing random songs and having no accountability is not actually going to help you get better. Practice makes permanent. So if you do bad practice, you're going to have bad results. If you do good practice, you'll have good results. Okay? So one of the ways you can do this is just close your eyes wherever you are and listen to a sound. I hear some horns outside the traffic. Just follow that sound for as long as you can. If it's a bus or a bike, if it's a plane flying by your house, whatever it is, find one sound and hold on to it. Maybe it's a kid's voice in the other room. Maybe it's your husband's voice on the phone. Try and find that sound and stick with it. Listen to it all the way till it's gone. That is the same practice as listening to a piece of music and then picking out, ooh, that's the melody, that's the alto, that's the drums, that's the guitar, that's the piano. Okay? We just develop the accuracy of our listening, and that helps us sing better in tune. Now, you can use 2 apps to help you do this. One is called Riyas. Okay, Riyas is more for voice and has lots of exercises on it, but it also has a voice monitor which gives you a picture of what note you're singing. So I'm just going to insert a video here of me using it. So if you're interested, you can use that. Okay, I'm going to go into the Riyas app and I'm just going to show you, this is the home page, and you go into vocal monitor. And now it gives you this nice graph that shows you whether you are staying on a note or not. So la. If you have a vibrato, the squiggly lines will be even more. But the main objective is to try and stay between 2 lines. That means you're on one note. Nobody will ever have a perfect straight line. So if you're singing a song, you go Mary had a. You can kind of elongate the notes a bit to make sure that you're staying straight. If you're not singing between 2 lines, it'll look like this. Mary, like you go all over the place, right? So try to stay between 2 lines. Mary had a. Probably should have chosen a better song. Anyway, have fun with it. Bye. Now, the second app is called Pitched. And in this app, it's meant for guitars. So you tune the string to the right pitch, right? Instead of a guitar, use your voice. And you'll have a visual representation of whether you're singing too sharp. So if you want a specific note like la, and if you're singing la, then the visual will help you see that you're not quite at the note. And you have to come a little lower. La, okay, so those are 2 really helpful apps to help you see if you're actually singing in tune or not. Use accountability to help you figure out whether you're in tune or not. Point number 3 is use your speaking voice. Now, we trust our speaking voice a lot more than we trust our singing voice because we've been speaking forever, right? It also helps you elongate notes. because you want to be able to stay on one pitch for a long period of time. And that's a very important skill to learn. So all you have to do is say your name, and hopefully your name has a vowel in it. And all you have to do is elongate that vowel. So my name is Tanya. So I'll elongate the first vowel, ta. So I'll go, my name is Ta. And try and stay on that pitch. Use the app like Riyas to see if you are on pitch when you say it, right? Now there's a lovely app that helps you find your natural speaking and singing pitch, okay? And that app is called Singtrue. So I'm going to insert a video right now that will show you how to use that app. I'm going to go into the Singtune app. I'm going to select pitch, and I'm going to go to mind. And it says you have to access your microphone, so you say okay. And then it says discover your note, and this is what we're talking about. There are over 40 note pitches in the human singing range. Okay, so we're going to find yours. Great. Start. Relax. Open your mouth. Sing. So my natural note is A. Great. So that's how I know what it is. Now if I go back to mind, you can share your note if you want, but now you can go to voice and you practice your singing note, and this is what is important. So we start.
La.
La. La. Okay, so my pitch was relatively stable. You can see that little graph, and you can share it if you want to, and you can see your scores on how long, how loud, how steady, how on target. So it's a really good app to just use to develop your skill. Okay, bye. Okay, I hope that was really helpful. The other thing you can do with the speaking voice is that you can actually speak a little higher. So my name is Tanya. My name is Ta. My name is Ta. So you can speak at different pitches and try elongate those pitches, and that's what's going to help you in songs. So sometimes it can even help you start a song. So if you need to sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, then you go, my name is Ta. So it can help you start a song, it can help you carry on a song. The more you practice holding long notes, the more that practice will come into your singing voice. Okay, practice things separately, more simply, and those practices will become pillars for you to use when you sing. And that's going to be really helpful. Point number 4 is when you first hear a song and you want to learn it, hum it. The reason for humming is that you're not thinking about the timing, you're not thinking about the words, you're not thinking about the riffs, you're not thinking about your breathing, you're not thinking about the tone of your voice. There's so much you're not thinking about that you can actually just focus on the tune of the song and nothing else. 100% attention on just the tune, okay? When you do this, you will see that your accuracy of singing goes way up. I prefer to hum with a drop jaw because it really helps you get in touch with your resonance and all these places here. And that's a really good thing when you sing. You'll get a much fuller sound. So, yeah, just hum the song when you first learn it. That's the simplest and easiest thing to do. And it makes learning the tune really easy. All the best with that. Okay, number 5. Now, number 5 is a bit different. You use 1 to 4 to help you start singing in tune. Do these exercises repetitively so that they start to become part of your daily practice and you're consistently practicing singing in tune. Once you can sing in tune, sometimes it's hard to stay in tune. So that's what point 5 is about, how to stay in tune. The first thing to do is make sure that your background music is not so loud that you can't hear yourself. Whether you're on stage, whether you're in your room, whether you're just recording yourself on your phone, if you play your background music on some other device, make sure it's not too loud. If it is, it might drown out your voice and then you can't really hear what you're singing. So you're just making it up and you're guessing. And that's the worst way to sing. You have to be able to hear yourself when you sing, okay? So background music mustn't be too loud. If you're using earphones or headphones, make sure that one ear is free. If one ear is free, you'll be able to hear what's actually coming out of your mouth. And you need to be able to pay attention to that with as much attention as you use to follow that bus or to follow that voice in those exercises you were doing. You need to learn how to put that concentration into listening to what's coming out of your mouth. Another tip for staying in tune is to record yourself. This is an invaluable lesson. Firstly, it'll start getting you used to your recorded voice. A lot of people can't handle their voice recorded, and that's just because you haven't heard it enough. And also, what's coming through the speaker after you've sung is hitting your ears very differently than you experiencing it inside your head. It's just completely different wavelengths and different things, interpretations that are happening through our ears. So listen to yourself recorded. The more you do, the less, I don't like all of that will go away, and you'll start getting used to your voice. And also, record yourself while you're humming. Do those easy steps and record yourself. Test it. See if you are actually in tune. Okay, if you pass that tone deaf test, then you have a critical ear. You can tell when pitches are off, when pitches are going higher, when pitches are going lower. So when you listen to yourself singing in a device, you can be a lot more critical than if you're inside your head and everything is, you are your own sound recording studio. So you're hearing things very differently. Okay, make sure you record yourself at every step of your practice. That's really going to help you. The last point of staying in tune is not to strain. This usually happens as we sing higher notes. Okay, that's somewhere. Like, you can't hit the note if you're going to reach for it and try to push your chest voice all the way up there, right? Somewhere. It's obviously going to go flat and you're not going to quite hit the notes. So what you have to do again is use a sound that relaxes your throat, like the hum. If you want more sounds, I call them secret sounds, then there's a link down at the bottom of the description that you can find where to get more secret sounds from. But if you just go and feel the ease of that, and then slowly practice it in a more open sound. Mom, somewhere over the rainbow. And if you're singing even higher, somewhere, and that's really hitting the head voice area, hum it first. Drop your jaw. That really helps you get that fullness and you don't strain so much. Okay? And then do it in a more open sound, like with mum maybe. Mom, somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, make sure things are not tightening up, you're not straining, because everything gets tight and everything gets a little flat. You kind of fall off the note. So that's one of the best ways to stay in tune. I hope these tips were helpful. Hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like this. All the best in your singing. Let me know how it goes. Bye for now.